Welcome back to Ground Zero. Today we are tackling a list that sparks passionate debates and defines generations. We are ranking the top 10 movies of all time, the essential viewing that everyone should experience before the credits roll one final time. This list is more than just a collection of classics. It represents stories that have shaped cinema, performances that remain iconic, and moments that live with us long after the screen goes dark. We debated for hours to bring you a definitive selection. From groundbreaking epics to intimate character studies, each film here earns its place. These are the masterpieces that set the standard, influenced countless creators, and continue to resonate with audiences. Let's get to our rankings. Coming in at number 100, we have The Revenant. This raw survival epic follows frontiersman Hugh Glass, a man of incredible resilience set on a path of vengeance after a brutal bear mauling and betrayal. It is a visceral, naturalistic plunge into the unforgiving wilderness of the 1820s, where every breath is a fight. The film is defined by its punishing realism and the towering performance of Leonardo DiCaprio, who endures the punishing elements to bring Glass pain to life. Tom Hardy delivers a chilling turn as the pragmatic trapper John Fitzgerald, while the stunning, moving cinematography captures both the terrible beauty and the harsh reality of the setting. The Revenant is a monumental feat of filmmaking, a symbolic and haunting journey where the visual storytelling is as powerful as the script itself. It stands as a defining cinema experience, a film that exhausts and engulfs you with its sheer, unflinching commitment to its vision. Coming in at number 99, we have The Lives of Others. Set in the gray shadow of East Berlin in the early 80s, this chillingly quiet masterpiece observes the world through the eyes of a dedicated Stasi officer named Gerd Weisler, played with a haunting stillness by Ulrich Muhu. His life is one of surveillance, but his next assignment will quietly dismantle his own certainty. The target is a celebrated playwright, portrayed with profound warmth by Sebastian Koch, and his actress-lover Krista Maria, whose spirit shines through Martina Geddick's performance. As Weisler monitors their intimate world from a stark attic, the walls between observer and subject begin to dissolve, replaced by an unexpected and deeply human empathy that challenges his rigid loyalty to the state. Florian Henkel von Donnersmarck directs with an unflinching, yet deeply compassionate eye, crafting a thriller where the greatest suspense lies not in the action, but in the quiet transformation of the soul. The film offers a timeless meditation on power, conscience, and the fragile art of finding humanity, even in the darkest corners of history. Coming in at number 98, we have There Will Be Blood. Paul Thomas Anderson crafts a haunting epic set at the turn of the century, following ruthless oilman Daniel Plainview, played with thunderous intensity by Daniel Day-Lewis. His silent opening sequence is a masterclass in visual storytelling, establishing a man driven by isolation and an insatiable will to profit. Plainview's scheme to build a fortune involves a calculated performance of fatherhood, using his son to project an image of trustworthiness. This carefully constructed facade collides with the town's fiery preacher, Eli Sunday, portrayed with frenetic energy by Paul Dano. Their slow-burning feud becomes a study of two manipulators, each hiding their own selfish motives behind public piety and opportunistic charm. The film's power lies in its uncompromising portrait of greed's corrosive effect, where ambition eats at the soul. With stunning cinematography and a thunderous score, the director ensures every frame pulses with tension. The performances are monumental, and the result is an unforgettable drama that leaves a lasting, chilling impression on all who witness its descent. Coming in at number 97, we have Amadeus. This grand historical drama paints a portrait of genius and jealousy in the heart of Vienna. The film focuses on the turbulent relationship between the humble court composer Antonio Salieri and the prodigious hedonistic Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. F. Murray Abraham delivers a powerhouse performance as the devout Salieri, whose faith shatters upon witnessing Mozart's divine gift. Tom Hulce embodies Mozart with chaotic energy, his creative fire both inspiring and haunting. Their charged dynamic drives the narrative, creating a profound meditation on artistry and envy. The film is celebrated for its lavish production and commanding musical score, which earned multiple Academy Awards including Best Picture. It stands as a timeless exploration of creation, mortality, and the price of fame, leaving audiences to consider the true cost of unparalleled talent. Coming in at number 96, we have Gran Torino. Directed by and starring Clint Eastwood, this film is a masterclass in character study. Eastwood portrays Walt Kowalski, a Korean War veteran whose hardened, prejudiced exterior masks a profound loneliness. He resides in a Detroit neighborhood that has changed around him, and his prized possession is a classic Gran Torino. The story ignites when a quiet Hmong teenager, Thao, is pressured into trying to steal Walt's car. This event forces an unlikely bond between the two, as Walt reluctantly mentors Thao, connecting with his vibrant sister Sue. Through these forced interactions, Walt's gruff demeanor begins to soften, revealing a capacity for empathy beneath his hardened exterior. As Thao's family faces a local gang, Walt is drawn into their conflict, confronting his own past and prejudices. The film builds a powerful narrative about redemption and the breaking down of deep-seated barriers. It ultimately shows that courage can be found in the most unexpected places, forging a new family across cultural divides. Coming in at number 95, we have Pan's Labyrinth, set against the brutal backdrop of post-Civil War Spain. This film masterfully intertwines the grim reality of a young girl's life with a haunting ancient fantasy. Ivana Baquero delivers a captivating performance as Ophelia, navigating a world where her cruel stepfather rules with an iron fist, while a mystical faun presents her with a perilous destiny. Within the crumbling walls of a remote mill, Ophelia discovers a labyrinth where the tasks required to reclaim her royal lineage blur the lines of reality. Doug Jones embodies both the enigmatic faun and the terrifying pale man, bringing a silent, otherworldly presence to this surreal journey. Her story is a haunting exploration of disobedience as an act of profound courage. Del Toro's film is a stunning parable about the enduring power of innocence in the face of fascist cruelty. It stands as a timeless masterpiece, proving that the imagination can be a formidable shield against tyranny. Its legacy is built upon a haunting visual language and a narrative that champions moral bravery over blind obedience, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of modern cinema. Coming in at number 94, we have The Martian. This gripping sci-fi adventure directed by Ridley Scott explores the theme of human resilience in the face of extreme adversity. Matt Damon delivers a career-defining performance as the stranded astronaut Mark Watney. Stranded alone on Mars after a fierce storm, Watney must draw upon his ingenuity and unwavering spirit to survive. With meager supplies, his botanical expertise and quick wit become his most vital tools in this hostile environment. The film beautifully balances tension with a compelling sense of hope, brought to life by a talented ensemble cast, including Jessica Chastain and Jeff Daniels. It remains a timeless testament to problem-solving and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Coming in at number 93, we have Blade Runner, directed by Ridley Scott. This seminal film is a moody, rain-slick descent into a dystopian future, where the line between human and machine has all but vanished. Harrison Ford's portrayal of the weary Blade Runner Deckard anchors the narrative with a quiet, questioning intensity. Set in the smog-choked Los Angeles of the future, Deckard is tasked with hunting replicants, bioengineered beings with superior strength and a 4-year lifespan. The pursuit becomes a philosophical journey as he encounters Rachel, a replicant with implanted memories, and Roy Batty, a complex antagonist whose yearning for more life challenges every assumption about identity and soul. The film's haunting visuals and Vangelis score create an unforgettable atmosphere, while its exploration of empathy, memory, and mortality remains profoundly resonant. Blade Runner doesn't just tell a story, it poses a timeless question about what it means to be alive, cementing its legacy as a cornerstone of modern cinema. Coming in at number 92, we have Once Upon a Time in the West. Sergio Leone's sprawling masterpiece opens on the quiet Arizona town of Flagstone, where the rumble of the advancing railroad promises an era's end. Into this changing landscape arrives Jill, a woman of complex past, played with captivating grace by Claudia Cardinal. She finds a haunting silence, her new beginning already shadowed by a brutal history. The film's tension is anchored by a legendary cast, bringing depth to a story of greed and land. Henry Fonda delivers a chilling performance as the hired gun Frank, his calm demeanor masking a cold menace. He is a direct force of a new order, contrasting the lingering spirits of the Old West represented by the mysterious harmonica player, portrayed with a weary intensity by Charles Bronson. This is not just a tale of survival, but a visual elegy for a vanishing way of life. Every frame feels deliberate, composing a silent poem about the encroachment of industry and the fading of ancient codes. The result is a film that operates on mythic scale, yet feels intimately human. A poignant and unforgettable farewell to the romantic frontier. Coming in at number 91, we have The Big Lebowski. This cult classic follows Jeffrey the Dude Lebowski, a laid-back Los Angeles slacker whose sole ambitions involve bowling, white Russians, and a well-worn rug. His perfectly simple world is upended by a case of mistaken identity, pulling him into a convoluted underworld of nefarious schemes. Propelled by his volatile friend Walter, portrayed with manic intensity by John Goodman, the dude navigates a labyrinth of nihilists and pornographers. Jeff Bridges delivers an iconic, effortless performance as the ultimate anti-hero, while Julianne Moore and Steve Buscemi add to the wonderfully eccentric tapestry of characters inhabiting this absurd universe. Structured like a detective story but ultimately unconcerned with solving the mystery, the film celebrates the philosophy of simply abiding. It champions finding contentment in small pleasures against the chaos of a meaningless world, making its nonsensical plot a brilliant backdrop for an enduring character study. Coming in at number 90, we have Logan. Set against a desolate near future, this film reimagines the superhero genre as a gritty, character-driven Western. Hugh Jackman delivers a raw, career-defining performance as the weary, aging Wolverine, while Patrick Stewart brings profound emotional weight to his portrayal of a declining Professor X. The story unfolds as Logan and Charles are drawn out of their seclusion by a mysterious young mutant, Laura, played with fierce silence by Daphne Keane. Their reluctant escape from the border becomes a perilous road trip, a desperate journey to find a sanctuary for her and other children, all while being hunted by relentless corporate forces. This is a film that trades spectacular powers for intimate tragedy, exploring legacy, fatherhood, and the cost of a long life. Its brutal honesty and profound heart elevate it beyond its genre roots, leaving an indelible mark as one of the most poignant and human superhero stories ever told. Coming in at number 89, we have The Grand Budapest Hotel. This visually stunning film unfolds as a nested story, told by an elderly hotel owner to a young author in the 1960s, recalling a vibrant world from the 1930s. It introduces us to M. Gustav, a concierge of impeccable wit and old-world charm, played with magnificent flair by Ray Fiennes. The core adventure begins when Gustav's favored guest, Madame D, passes away and leaves him a priceless Renaissance painting. This act enrages her family, and he is framed for murder by the formidable Dimitri, portrayed by Adrian Brody. With his loyal pupil Zero, Gustav must outrun Dimitri's ruthless henchman, Jopling, a chilling presence from Willem Dafoe, while seeking help from a secret society of concierges. Ultimately, the Grand Budapest Hotel is a breathtaking lament for a lost world of civility and grace, a fragile bulwark against the coming darkness of war. The performances, from Fiennes' comedic precision to F. Murray Abraham's poignant narration, serve this memory, celebrating storytelling itself as the last refuge for a vanishing way of life. Coming in at number 88, we have Iron Man. This 2008 classic introduces us to the charismatic and layered billionaire Tony Stark, portrayed with iconic wit and depth by Robert Downey Jr. It is a film that perfectly balances humor with a compelling journey of personal transformation. Following a life-altering ordeal in an Afghan cave, Stark uses his brilliant mind to build a unique high-tech suit of armor. This journey highlighted by the magnetic chemistry between Downey Jr. and Gwyneth Paltrow, as the intelligent Pepper Potts teaches powerful lessons about responsibility and redemption. The film's engaging story and mind-blowing suit design made it a gateway to the Marvel Universe for a generation. It stands as a timeless tale of a hero who isn't born, but built, establishing a foundation that remains a highlight in our cinematic memory. Coming in at number 87, we have Oldboy. This relentless thriller follows an ordinary man who is inexplicably imprisoned for 15 years. He emerges with a singular, all-consuming goal to find his captor and seek brutal vengeance. The film explores the devastating price of obsession, where the hunt for truth becomes a destructive force that consumes everything in its path. Guided by a voice taunting him through a mobile phone, he has only 5 days to unravel the mystery. His violent path to answers leads him to a young sushi chef, an unlikely ally in a world that has turned hostile. The intricate conspiracy he uncovers reveals a shocking connection to his past, and the truth is far more disturbing than he could have ever imagined. Choi Min-sik delivers a performance of raw physical intensity, portraying a man both broken and ferociously driven. Director Park Chan-wook crafts a dark meditation on the cyclical nature of revenge, where every action has an irreparable consequence. This is a landmark of modern cinema, a haunting and unforgettable journey into the darkest corners of the human psyche, leaving a profound and lasting impact. Coming in at number 86, we have Top Gun: Maverick. Decades after his first flight, the legendary Pete Maverick Mitchell remains a pilot at heart, pushing experimental aircraft to their limits. Tom Cruise returns to the cockpit, delivering a performance that embodies the relentless spirit of a fading era, where human skill still challenges advancing technology. Forced back to the academy, Maverick trains a new generation for a mission deemed impossible. Among the graduates is Rooster, the son of his fallen wingman, Goose. Miles Teller brings a simmering resentment to their fraught reunion, creating a powerful emotional core, as Maverick must navigate past guilt to prepare his team for what lies ahead. The film is a breathtaking spectacle, using real fighter jets for visceral action. It champions timeless themes of legacy, courage, and the irreplaceable value of human instinct over machines. The soaring flight sequences are masterful, celebrating a pure, adrenaline-fueled cinema experience that honors its iconic predecessor, while forging its own unforgettable path. Coming in at number 85, we have Full Metal Jacket. Stanley Kubrick crafts a searing look at the psychological machinery of war. The film opens in the unforgiving heat of Paris Island, where the recruits face the relentless gunnery Sergeant Hartman, portrayed with terrifying intensity by Ark Lee Ermey. His mission is to strip away their humanity, leaving only the soldier behind. The narrative follows the sharp-witted Private Joker, played by Matthew Modine, as he navigates this brutal transformation. We watch him and the others endure the intense process of becoming unthinking killers. The training is systematic and dehumanizing, designed to reshape their identities completely. Modine brings a crucial sense of cynical observation to a situation that demands conformity. This stark examination of a soldier's creation is unforgettable. The film explores the duality of man with chilling precision, showing how civilization is peeled away to reveal something much darker underneath. It remains a powerful and unflinching look at the cost of conflict. The performances and direction create a profound critique of the military's most violent machinery. Coming in at number 84, we have 2001: A Space Odyssey. Directed by the visionary Stanley Kubrick, this film is a monumental achievement in cinematic science fiction. It presents a grand, silent exploration of humanity's place in the universe, using breathtaking visuals and minimal dialogue to convey its epic scope. The story follows a journey initiated by the discovery of a mysterious monolith on the moon, guiding humanity toward the outer solar system. With the advanced supercomputer HAL 9000, voiced chillingly by Douglas Rain, serving as both guide and potential adversary, the mission's crew confronts the nature of intelligence itself. More than a story, the film is a visual poem that challenges and inspires. Its influence on science fiction and modern filmmaking is immeasurable. 2001 remains a masterpiece that invites viewers to contemplate the future and the unknown, solidifying its place as a timeless cornerstone of cinema. Coming in at number 83, we have Seven Samurai, a monumental epic from director Akira Kurosawa. It transports us to 16th century Japan, where a farming village besieged by bandits makes a desperate plea for protection. The film's sheer scale and emotional depth establish it as a timeless masterpiece of suspense and spectacle. In response, a lone samurai named Kanbei, portrayed with stoic grace by Takashi Shimura, steps forward from his own hardships. He undertakes the daunting task of assembling a band of 6 warriors, each with unique strengths. The narrative masterfully weaves together their distinct personalities, forging a powerful bond as they prepare for the coming storm. The film's genius lies in its humanism, showing how the samurai must train the villagers to defend themselves, creating a story of communal sacrifice. Toshiro Mifune delivers a raw, electric performance as the conflicted Kikuchiyo, bridging the gap between warrior and peasant. This symphony of heroism and resilience remains an unmatched cinematic achievement. Coming in at number 82, we have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. This grand finale carries the weight of a decade-long adventure, focusing on the final confrontation between the young wizard and the dark force that has plagued his world. Daniel Radcliffe embodies the hero's resolve, while the familiar trio of friends remains united in their dangerous quest. The film is a masterful blend of action and emotion, bringing together threads from the entire series into a thrilling and cohesive narrative. The climactic battle at Hogwarts is staged with stunning scale, showcasing the courage of the entire wizarding community, while the performances of veterans like Alan Rickman and Ralph Fiennes add profound depth to the conflict. As a defining moment in modern cinema, this chapter delivers a powerful and resonant conclusion that honors its rich history. It provides the answers and emotional closure that fans have long awaited, securing its legacy as a truly iconic film series that captivated a generation and continues to inspire wonder and adventure. Coming in at number 81, we have Prisoners. The film opens on a dreary Thanksgiving, where two young girls vanish without a trace, sending their small Pennsylvania town into a panic. The only clue is a dilapidated RV parked on their street, and this simple detail launches a harrowing journey that interrogates the very nature of protection and desperation. The investigation, led by the meticulous detective Loki, portrayed with intense focus by Jake Gyllenhaal, soon focuses on a peculiar man seen in that vehicle. When the legal system offers no answers, the girl's father, a survivalist played with ferocious commitment by Hugh Jackman, takes matters into his own hands, setting a dark course where the search for justice becomes a personal prison. Director Denis Villeneuve crafts a slow-burn thriller that is both visually stunning and emotionally punishing, exploring how far one will go for family. Supported by powerful performances from Viola Davis and Terrence Howard, the film questions the fragile line between righteousness and vengeance, leaving an indelible mark as a profound meditation on sacrifice and the human cost of loss. Coming in at number 80, we have Heat. This is a monumental crime saga from writer-director Michael Mann, whose moody urban style defined a generation. It presents a breathtaking cat-and-mouse game between a meticulous thief and a relentless detective, where the line between predator and prey blurs with every brilliant decision they make. The film anchors its grand scale on the titanic performances of Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, who finally share the screen for the first time. Their characters, though, on opposite sides of the law, share a deep, unspoken respect for each other's dedication and skill, creating a tension that is as intellectual as it is visceral. Heat's enduring power lies in its meticulous realism and moral complexity, offering no easy answers. The film stands as a cornerstone of the genre, influencing countless storytellers with its balanced perspective on crime and consequence. It remains a timeless masterpiece, a brilliant exercise in style that asks profound questions about purpose and fate. Coming in at number 79, we have A Clockwork Orange. Stanley Kubrick crafts a chilling vision of a near-future Britain where youth culture embraces ultraviolence. Malcolm McDowell delivers a magnetic, unforgettable performance as Alex, the charismatic yet dangerous leader whose love for Beethoven clashes with his destructive impulses. This is a film that immediately establishes its provocative tone and unforgettable aesthetic. The narrative explores Alex's capture by the state, which offers him a controversial choice to undergo an invasive procedure designed to rob him of his personal agency. Through its stark, rhythmic visuals and a haunting classical score, the film questions the very nature of free will and morality. It becomes a chilling examination of whether a conscience can be manufactured, or if true change must come from within. A Clockwork Orange remains a landmark of cinematic daring, a film that holds a mirror to society with unflinching courage. Its influence on visual storytelling and its fearless engagement with taboo subjects cement its place in film history. It is a masterpiece that continues to challenge and captivate audiences decades later, proving itself as a timeless and essential work of art. Coming in at number 78, we have Rear Window. Alfred Hitchcock crafts a masterful thriller where a confined photographer, played with brilliant intensity by James Stewart, begins observing his neighbors from his apartment window. His casual curiosity soon turns to suspicion, as he believes he has witnessed a crime unfold across the courtyard. Stewart's character, confined to his wheelchair, enlists the help of his sophisticated girlfriend, portrayed with captivating charm by Grace Kelly, and his pragmatic nurse, brought to life by Thelma Ritter. Together, they delve deeper into the mystery, turning passive observation into an active and perilous investigation that threatens to consume them all. The film remains a timeless exploration of voyeurism and human curiosity, blurring the line between observer and participant. Hitchcock's brilliant direction, paired with these unforgettable performances, creates a chilling yet mesmerizing experience that questions what we see and what we believe, securing its place as an undeniable classic in cinema history. Coming in at number 77, we have Dune Part 2. Denis Villeneuve continues his epic saga, bringing a staggering, immersive vision to the screen. The film expands the mythic journey of Paul Atreides, portrayed with quiet intensity by Timothée Chalamet, as he integrates with the Fremen people and learns to navigate the brutal politics and vast dunes of Arrakis. The narrative centers on Paul's fraught alliance with the fierce warrior Chani, played with profound depth by Zendaya, and their shared fight against the oppressive Harkonnen regime. Supported by Rebecca Ferguson's magnetic presence as Lady Jessica and Javier Bardem's unwavering faith as Stilgar, the story builds toward a power struggle that is both personal and universe-shattering. The film masterfully explores the weight of destiny, power, and belief. With stunning visuals and a thought-provoking core, Denis Villeneuve crafts a timeless exploration of a leader's rise, and the heavy cost of his choices, cementing this sequel as a monumental achievement in modern cinema. Coming in at number 76, we have Amélie. This visually stunning Parisian fairy tale introduces the wonderfully memorable Amélie Poulain, a quiet and observant server at a tiny cafe. Audrey Tautou brings her character to life with a performance that captures both a shy vulnerability and a growing sense of wonder, all while the film immerses you in the vibrant, magical realism of her world. Her life takes a pivotal turn after she discovers a long-forgotten treasure, which sparks a newfound purpose within her. This discovery leads her on a charming mission to orchestrate small, secret acts of kindness for the people around her, bringing joy and connection to a cast of lonely and overlooked characters in her neighborhood. While navigating her own quiet world, Amélie also finds a captivating stranger and must gather her courage to pursue her own story. The result is a timeless and deeply romantic fable that celebrates finding happiness in the smallest details and the profound impact of a single kind heart. Coming in at number 75, we have Snatch. This high-octane crime comedy from Guy Ritchie throws us into a London underworld teeming with opportunists, where a stolen diamond sets off a chain reaction of chaotic schemes. The film's razor-sharp energy is anchored by Jason Statham's cool-headed Turkish and Brad Pitt's unforgettable, mumbling performance as the unpredictable boxer. Mickey O'Neill adds a wild card to the entire affair. The plot spirals around two interconnected stories, one involving a small-time boxing promoter and a ruthless gangster, and another tracking a priceless gem across a web of violent bookies and amateur thieves. Alan Ford's terrifying Bricktop delivers his threats with chilling charisma, while the frantic energy of the ensemble cast keeps every scene propulsive, balancing brutal violence with dark, gallows humor. Snatch remains a masterclass in style and rhythm, weaving its multi-strand narrative with precision and a pounding soundtrack. Its legacy is defined by a unique blend of frantic energy, memorable characters, and a tone that is both relentless and infectiously funny, cementing its place as a definitive cult classic of the genre. Coming in at number 74, we have Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan directs a monumental examination of J. Robert Oppenheimer, the physicist tasked with birthing the atomic age. Cillian Murphy delivers a haunting, intensely focused performance, embodying the genius and the profound weight of his creation. The film follows Oppenheimer as he leads the secret Manhattan Project at Los Alamos, surrounded by a brilliant ensemble. Matt Damon provides a commanding presence as General Groves, while Robert Downey Jr. crafts a subtle, cunning portrayal of a political rival, adding layers of tension to the scientific endeavor. Beyond the historical milestone, it explores the personal and moral turmoil of its central figure. Emily Blunt and Florence Pugh bring fierce emotional depth to their roles, grounding the narrative in human feeling. The result is a timeless meditation on consequence and the burden of altering the world forever. Coming in at number 73, we have Deadpool. This meta-styled comic book film, starring Ryan Reynolds as the titular mercenary, delivers a snarky, R-rated explosion of referential irreverence. Reynolds brilliantly breaks the fourth wall, mocking his own persona and the studio, bringing a darkly twisted sense of humor to every frame. The story follows Wade Wilson, a former soldier who undergoes a rogue experiment that grants him accelerated healing powers, adopting the moniker Deadpool to hunt down the man who nearly destroyed his life. Amidst the bloody violence and naughty language, his quest is anchored by a deep emotional connection to his love, Vanessa. Morena Baccarin delivers a heartfelt performance as Vanessa, grounding the chaos with genuine warmth, supported by a memorable cast including T.J. Miller and Ed Skrein. Deadpool stands as an essential, lovable entry in the X-Men franchise. proving that even the most unhinged anti-hero can have a soul. Coming in at number 72, we have Spider-Man: No Way Home. This chapter finds Tom Holland's Peter Parker facing the consequences of his public identity, with his life and his friendships in turmoil. Seeking a reset, he approaches Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, for a magical solution. The spell, however, goes terribly wrong, tearing open the fabric of reality and inviting visitors from other worlds. Peter must confront a gallery of formidable foes, including Jamie Foxx's powerful Electro, while navigating this chaotic new threat alongside his loyal friends MJ and Ned. Ultimately, the film explores the heavy cost of true heroism. Holland delivers a profound maturity, portraying a young man learning that responsibility often requires the greatest personal sacrifice. It is a powerful, emotionally charged tribute to the enduring spirit of Spider-Man. Coming in at number 71, we have Titanic, a timeless epic of love and class set against the opulent backdrop of the famous ship. Leonardo DiCaprio brings a charismatic vulnerability to Jack, while Kate Winslet's Rose embodies a yearning for freedom. The film frames this romance within the vessel's journey, making the stakes feel profoundly personal and immediate. The story follows Rose's recollection, set in the early 20th century, as she recounts the ship's voyage. Billie Zane delivers a chilling portrayal of her controlling fiancé, Cal. This contrasts sharply with the authentic connection Rose finds with Jack, a third-class passenger. Their world begins to collide as the ship's course and the characters' destinies intertwine. James Cameron's direction crafts a spectacular and emotional journey. Kathy Bates shines as the spirited Molly Brown, adding warmth and humanity to the luxury. The film has become a cultural touchstone, celebrated for its unforgettable performances and its depiction of ambition and affection. It remains a monumental achievement that continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Coming in at number 70, we have Taxi Driver. This film explores the lonely, sleepless nights of Travis Bickle, a former Marine who drifts through a gritty New York City as a cab driver. Robert De Niro delivers a haunting, immersive performance, capturing a man growing increasingly detached from a world he sees as corrupt and filthy. His journey is one of quiet observation and a deep, unsettling desire for connection. He finds a fleeting spark with the idealized campaign worker Betsy, portrayed by Sybil Shepherd, yet his attempts at romance only widen the gulf between them. He also encounters the young, vulnerable Iris, played by Jodie Foster, further fueling his distorted sense of purpose. The film masterfully builds an atmosphere of simmering tension and profound alienation. It remains a powerful character study that feels utterly timeless, a stark portrait of a forgotten man searching for meaning in the city's neon shadows. Its enduring impact lies in its unflinching look at the psyche of an American outsider. Coming in at number 69, we have Apocalypse Now. This is the end of a journey into the heart of darkness, set during the Vietnam War. It follows Captain Benjamin Willard, a special operations officer on a mission that officially does not exist. Martin Sheen anchors the film with a performance that feels both weary and relentless, as he is tasked with traveling upriver into Cambodia to find and eliminate a renegade colonel. His voyage is guided by the crew of a Navy patrol boat, including the stoic chief and the young Mr. Clean, played with youthful intensity by Lawrence Fishburne. Their journey is a descent into surreal chaos, encountering bizarre figures and violent encounters. Frederick Forrest's character provides a fragile human touch amidst the madness, and every mile upstream pulls them deeper into a world where logic has been abandoned, and the jungle itself seems alive. The mission culminates in a confrontation with the legendary Colonel Kurtz, portrayed by Marlon Brando with a haunting philosophical gravitas. This is not simply a war film, it is a profound meditation on the darkness within us all, stripped bare by conflict. Its imagery and themes have echoed through cinema, establishing itself as a timeless and terrifying masterpiece that explores the thin veneer of civilization and the chaos that lies beneath. Coming in at number 68, we have Die Hard. This film transforms a Christmas gathering into a relentless siege within a gleaming skyscraper. Bruce Willis anchors the story with a grounded and weary performance as John McClane, a cop trying to repair his marriage when chaos erupts, making his vulnerability our own. Trapped on the upper floors and cut off from help, McClane wages a desperate, one-man war against a team of sophisticated thieves led by the chillingly calm Alan Rickman. The terror is palpable as he uses his wits and endurance to outmaneuver the invaders, all while the authorities struggle to comprehend the scale of the threat below. More than a thrilling action piece, the film is a story of resilience, wherein every man's grit triumphs over polished criminal enterprise. It strips away the invincible hero archetype, leaving a character who bleeds, sweats, and refuses to surrender, cementing its place as a blueprint for visceral, character-driven excitement that remains powerfully effective. Coming in at number 67, we have Casablanca, set in a morally complex Moroccan port. This timeless classic follows the cynical nightclub owner Rick Blaine, portrayed by Humphrey Bogart with his signature world-weary charm. His carefully constructed neutral world is shattered by the arrival of Ilsa Lund, brought to life with luminous grace by Ingrid Bergman. Ilsa is accompanied by the heroic resistance leader Victor Laszlo, played with steadfast integrity by Paul Honrade. They desperately seek passage out of the city, and Rick finds himself in possession of the very letters they need. This sets up a profound personal and moral conflict, forcing Rick to choose between his own unresolved heartache and the greater fight for freedom. The film weaves this intimate drama through a rich tapestry of political intrigue, enhanced by the sly ambiguity of Captain Renault, brought to memorable life by Claude Rains. At its core, Casablanca is a powerful story about sacrifice, where personal desire gives way to a larger ideal. It remains a defining touchstone of cinematic romance and moral courage. Coming in at number 66, we have Gone Girl. This modern thriller, directed by David Fincher, unravels a tense domestic mystery. Ben Affleck delivers a compelling performance as Nick Dunn, a man under suspicion when his wife, portrayed by Rosamund Pike, suddenly vanishes. The film masterfully explores the darkness that can fester beneath the surface of a seemingly perfect marriage. The story unfolds through a series of revelations, peeling back layers of a complex relationship. As the media circus descends, Nick's life is scrutinized, revealing cracks in his narrative. The plot twists and turns, showcasing Pike's captivating portrayal of a woman whose disappearance is only the beginning of a calculated and ingenious plan. Gone Girl stands as a landmark film of the 2010s, a razor-sharp critique of perception and performance. It remains a masterclass in suspense, with Fincher's cool direction and Flynn's wicked screenplay creating an unforgettable experience. Its exploration of marriage, identity, and the stories we tell ourselves has cemented its place in cinematic history. Coming in at number 65, we have A Beautiful Mind. This film follows the brilliant mathematician John Nash, portrayed with intense depth by Russell Crowe, as he navigates the sharp edges of his own genius at Princeton in the 40s. His world, populated by his roommate Charles and his groundbreaking theories, is soon complicated by a secret assignment from a mysterious agent, William Parcher, played by Ed Harris. His marriage to Alicia, brought to life with warmth and strength by Jennifer Connelly, becomes his anchor. The film brilliantly takes us inside Nash's mind, forcing us to question reality alongside him. It is a powerful tribute to resilience and the love that can see us through even the most harrowing journeys, celebrating a unique mind and the human spirit. Coming in at number 64, we have It's a Wonderful Life. A perennial holiday favorite, this beloved film centers on George Bailey, a man whose life is defined by constant, heartfelt sacrifice. James Stewart delivers a performance of profound warmth and everyman weariness, portraying George as the humble heart of Bedford Falls. His modest building and loan company is the sole force standing against the avarice of the town's wealthiest man, Mr. Potter, played with cunning menace by Lionel Barrymore. On a desperate Christmas Eve, a financial crisis pushes George to the very edge, where he faces a crisis of faith in his own worth. A gentle angel named Clarence arrives to show him the profound truth of his existence and the lives he has touched. This iconic story offers a timeless affirmation that every ordinary life is a wonder, measured not by grand achievements but by the quiet, enduring impact of love and friendship. Coming in at number 63, we have Mad Max Fury Road, set in a stark desert landscape. This cinematic powerhouse is a relentless 2-hour chase sequence. Director George Miller crafts a breathtaking visual language where every frame serves the brutal, kinetic narrative, establishing a post-apocalyptic world that feels both terrifying and strangely beautiful. The story follows two rebels on the run, Tom Hardy embodies the silent, haunted survivor Max Rokitansky, while Charlize Theron commands the screen as Imperator Furiosa, a warrior seeking freedom. Their escape from the tyrannical Immortan Joe's forces becomes a desperate, high-octane flight for redemption, powered by practical effects and stunning stunt work. Beyond the action, the film delivers a powerful theme of resistance and humanity. Nicholas Holt's frenetic turn as Nux adds a surprising emotional layer to the chaos. This movie is a masterclass in pure, unfiltered cinema, a landmark achievement that redefined the action genre for a new century and remains a testament to visionary filmmaking. Coming in at number 62, we have Catch Me If You Can. This brilliant cat and mouse game brings to life the true story of a real fake. Leonardo DiCaprio delivers a charismatic performance as the young Frank Abagnale Jr., a master of deception who eludes capture by posing as a pilot, doctor, and lawyer. The relentless pursuit is led by a determined FBI agent, portrayed with grounded determination by Tom Hanks. Their complex dynamic forms the heart of the film, creating a tense and captivating dance across the decades. It explores themes of identity and family, all while maintaining a thrilling pace. With a stellar supporting cast, including a memorable turn from Christopher Walken, the film balances charm with a poignant undercurrent. It celebrates the ingenuity of its protagonist while acknowledging the consequences of his choices, making for an endlessly rewatchable and compelling piece of cinema. Coming in at number 61, we have Requiem for a Dream, set in the fading light of Brighton Beach. This film follows four souls whose idyllic dreams are shattered by their deepening addictions. Ellen Burstyn delivers a harrowing performance as Sarah Goldfarb, a lonely widow whose own hopeful pursuit becomes a devastating spiral, setting the tone for the entire narrative. The story unfolds through parallel descents, where the dreams of heroin, used by Jared Leto and Jennifer Connelly, intertwine with Sarah's own chemical dependency. Director Darren Aronofsky masterfully captures each character's relentless chase for a better life, showing how their obsessions lead them from fleeting hope to a vortex of desperation and isolation. The film stands as a timeless and powerful cautionary tale about the cost of obsession. It argues that any dependency, whether to a substance or a dream, often stems from a deep desire to escape painful reality. Its unflinching portrayal of the human spirit under pressure remains a haunting and unforgettable artistic achievement. Coming in at number 60, we have Avatar. Directed by James Cameron, this landmark science fiction epic transports viewers to the lush, alien world of Pandora in the 22nd century. Its groundbreaking visuals create a fully immersive experience, setting a new standard for cinematic worlds and drawing audiences into a breathtaking environment where technology and nature collide in a profound way. The story follows a paraplegic Marine, portrayed with gritty determination by Sam Worthington, who is dispatched on a mission but becomes torn between his orders and his new connections. His journey is powerfully shaped by Zoe Saldana's fierce and graceful Neytiri, whose spirit reflects the deep harmony her people share with their world, while Sigourney Weaver's scientific curiosity adds a compelling layer of intellectual and emotional discovery. James Cameron's vision redefined spectacle, but it also explores timeless themes of empathy, environmental stewardship, and the clash between material and spiritual values. Its cultural impact remains immense, celebrating a narrative where understanding different worlds leads to a transformation of the heart, solidifying its place as a monumental achievement in filmmaking that continues to inspire awe and reflection. Coming in at number 59, we have Guardians of the Galaxy. This sci-fi adventure follows Peter Quill, an Earthling abducted in childhood who steals a powerful orb in deep space. His actions make him the target of the formidable Ronan the Accuser, launching a galactic manhunt. Chris Pratt brings a charming blend of humor and heart to Quill, grounding the cosmic chaos with relatable heroism. Forced to flee, Quill forms an uneasy alliance with a group of extraordinary misfits. Zoe Saldana's Gamora is a deadly assassin with a complex past, while Dave Bautista portrays Drax, a warrior fueled by vengeance. Their unlikely team, which also includes the voice talents of Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper, must learn to trust each other to survive the manhunt and protect the orb from falling into the wrong hands. The journey becomes a heartfelt exploration of found family, as each member grapples with profound personal loss. Their dynamic transforms from selfish survival into a powerful bond, proving that strength often grows from brokenness. By championing flawed individuals who stand together, The film offers a timeless message about connection and heroism, all set to a legendary soundtrack that defines its nostalgic and uplifting spirit. Coming in at number 58, we have V for Vendetta. This film paints a haunting picture of a dystopian Great Britain, ruled by a totalitarian regime that spreads fear through propaganda and control. From the shadows emerges the enigmatic vigilante known only as V, a mastermind whose theatrical acts of rebellion are designed to awaken a complacent populace. Versus crusade against the oppressive state gains a crucial ally when he rescues the young Evie Hammond, beautifully portrayed by Natalie Portman. As she is drawn into his world, her journey from fear to courage mirrors the awakening of the entire nation. Hugo Weaving delivers a compelling performance behind the mask, bringing a chilling yet charismatic presence to the symbol of revolution. The film's central message is timeless and powerful, suggesting that ideas are indestructible and can inspire mass movements against tyranny. It champions the importance of individual liberty and the courage to resist oppression, no matter the odds. V for Vendetta stands as a potent reminder that a government should fear its people, not the other way around. Coming in at number 57, we have Scarface. Al Pacino delivers a legendary, ferocious performance as Tony Montana, a Cuban immigrant who claws his way from the bottom of Miami's underworld to the very top. His journey is a brutal, relentless climb fueled by ambition. The film captures the intoxicating rise of power, where loyalty is a currency and paranoia becomes a constant companion. With a supporting cast that includes a magnetic Michelle Pfeiffer, the story explores the seductive and destructive nature of the American dream, portrayed as both a promise and a curse. Scarface remains a towering landmark of cinema, its themes of excess and consequence feeling as potent today as they ever were. It stands as a timeless operatic tragedy, cementing its place as a film that relentlessly examines the soul of a man consumed by his own ambition. Coming in at number 56, we have The Sixth Sense. This haunting masterpiece follows child psychologist Malcolm Crowe, brought to life with quiet intensity by Bruce Willis. His career is haunted by a past failure, a tragedy that leaves him emotionally adrift and searching for redemption. His new patient is 9-year-old Cole Sear, portrayed with astonishing depth by Haley Joel Osment. Cole lives with a terrifying secret, a gift he cannot explain and desperately fears. As their sessions deepen, Malcolm begins to believe the boy's incredible claim, finding his own purpose in helping a frightened child navigate a world others cannot see. The film's power lies in its profound empathy, suggesting that true healing requires listening. Malcolm's journey is one of confronting unresolved trauma, a theme delivered with moving grace. This is a story where fear transforms into purpose, and where even the most painful truths can lead to an unexpected and deeply emotional form of peace. Coming in at number 55, we have Psycho. Directed by the master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock, this film remains a towering achievement. It follows a desperate real estate clerk who makes a fateful stop at the isolated Bates Motel, where the young manager, Norman Bates, is quietly haunted by his overbearing mother. The tension builds with every passing moment, drawing the viewer deeper into a chilling atmosphere. Anthony Perkins delivers an unforgettable performance as Norman, portraying a man caught between courtesy and something far more unsettling. Janet Leigh anchors the film with a portrayal that is both sympathetic and tense, making her character's journey utterly compelling. Psycho shattered cinematic conventions, introducing a raw psychological terror that would influence generations of thrillers. Its iconic shower scene and narrative audacity remain subjects of study and admiration. This is a film that doesn't just scare, it probes the darker corners of the human mind, leaving a permanent mark on the history of cinema. Coming in at number 54, we have Jurassic Park. Steven Spielberg masterfully crafts a sense of pure awe, suspending his characters and audience in wonder before a single dinosaur is fully revealed. The film follows the visionary John Hammond, as he invites a team of experts and his own grandchildren to his island sanctuary, a place of breathtaking possibilities and hidden perils. Sam Neill's Dr. Grant, initially skeptical, finds his worldview shattered by the living prehistoric giants, while Jeff Goldblum's Ian Malcolm provides sharp commentary on the chaos of creation. Laura Dern's Dr. Sadler balances scientific curiosity with growing concern, and Richard Attenborough's Hammond embodies a grandfatherly charm masking ambitious folly. The park's wonders quickly give way to suspense as security fails and the island's true power awakens. The film remains a towering achievement, using groundbreaking effects to create genuine spectacle that still holds audiences breathless. It's a timeless adventure that explores the wonders and dangers of the natural world, reminding us that some ideas are best left in the past. A masterpiece of blockbuster filmmaking that has left an indelible mark on cinematic history. Coming in at number 53, we have No Country for Old Men, set against the stark, sun-bleached landscape of West Texas. This masterpiece of the aughts redefined the modern Western. It follows a quiet hunt that turns into a haunting chase, where every decision carries the weight of fate. The atmosphere is thick with tension, built not on what is said, but on the eerie silence that hangs between words. Josh Brolin delivers a rugged, grounded performance as Llewellyn Moss, the man whose discovery of a briefcase full of cash sets the deadly game in motion. His pursuit is masterfully countered by Javier Bardem's chilling portrayal of Anton Chigurh, a force of nature whose coin toss determines life or death. Meanwhile, Tommy Lee Jones brings a weary existential gravity as Sheriff Ed Tom Bell, a lawman who witnesses a violence that defies his understanding. The film is a profound meditation on a world where the old rules no longer apply, and luck clashes with relentless fate. It leaves you not with answers, but with a lingering sense of awe at its craft. Every frame is deliberate, every performance is haunting, and the story lingers long after the credits roll. It stands as a timeless, essential piece of cinema. Coming in at number 52, we have Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. This film revitalized the swashbuckling genre with a perfect blend of humor, action, and supernatural fantasy. At its heart, it's a timeless adventure about redemption and loyalty, set against a vivid Caribbean backdrop. The story follows the cunning Jack Sparrow, portrayed with magnetic charm by Johnny Depp, as he joins forces with the skilled blacksmith Will Turner. Their goal is to rescue Elizabeth Swann from the cursed Captain Barbossa, whose crew is bound by an ancient Aztec treasure. Jeffrey Rush delivers a villainous performance full of sinister theatrical flair. Film's legacy endures for its iconic characters and thrilling set pieces, which created a blueprint for modern pirate cinema. It remains a benchmark for adventure storytelling, proving that a blend of wit and spectacle can captivate any generation. Its spirit continues to inspire, ensuring its place as a beloved classic. Coming in at number 51, we have Braveheart. This epic film transports us to the turbulent world of 13th century Scotland, where the fight for freedom ignites a nation. While the historical accuracy is often debated, the raw emotional power of its narrative is undeniable. The story follows Mel Gibson's fierce portrayal of William Wallace, a warrior who transforms personal tragedy into a national uprising. The battle sequences are visceral and sprawling, capturing the brutal reality of medieval warfare and the unyielding spirit of the Highland clans who follow his lead. With powerful performances from its ensemble, including Sophie Marceau and Patrick McGoohan, the film becomes a timeless saga of courage and sacrifice. Its legacy is a rousing, if stylized, celebration of defiance that continues to stir hearts and inspire audiences to this day. Coming in at number 50, we have Reservoir Dogs. This heist film, helmed by a young Quentin Tarantino, explodes with raw energy from its opening moments. It establishes a cast of color-coded criminals with distinct voices and grim personas, setting a tense and stylish tone that immediately commands attention. The plot ignites when a diamond robbery goes terribly wrong, forcing the surviving crew to a warehouse as paranoia sets in. Veteran Harvey Keitel anchors the chaos with stoic authority, while Tim Roth portrays a newcomer hiding a painful secret. Every interaction crackles with unpredictable menace and loyalty. Through non-linear storytelling and explosive dialogue, the film reveals character through a series of tense backstories. Michael Madsen's infamous calm creates unforgettable menace, and Steve Buscemi's pragmatic panic adds dark levity. Reservoir Dogs remains a benchmark for independent cinema, a brutal and brilliant study of desperation and identity. Coming in at number 49, we have Kill Bill Volume 1. Director Quentin Tarantino crafts a relentless revenge epic, following a former assassin known only as the Bride. After being shot by her ruthless employer, Bill, and left for dead on her wedding day, she awakens from a 4-year coma with a singular, bloody purpose: vengeance. The Bride, portrayed with fierce determination by Uma Thurman, begins a meticulous hunt against her former teammates, starting with Vernita Green and the formidable O-Ren Ishii. Tarantino's signature non-linear storytelling blends samurai cinema and spaghetti westerns into a visually stunning, action-packed spectacle, featuring choreographed sequences that are both brutal and balletic. This film is a pure celebration of genre, where revenge is presented not as a descent, but as a righteous, driving force. Powered by an iconic soundtrack and unforgettable performances from its ensemble cast, including Lucy Liu and Vivica A. Fox, it remains a masterclass in stylized filmmaking and an all-time great revenge saga. Coming in at number 48, we have Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This iconic sci-fi romance, directed with surreal visual flair, explores the fragile landscape of memory. It follows Joel Barish, a melancholic man played with remarkable vulnerability by Jim Carrey, who makes a devastating discovery about his vibrant ex-girlfriend, Clementine Krasinski, portrayed with electric charm by Kate Winslet. The narrative unfolds as a psychological journey into Joel's subconscious, where memories of his relationship are being systematically erased. As the deletion process begins, the film visually collapses around him, creating a desperate and haunting atmosphere. This backward journey through his mind forces him to relive their time together, from painful endings to their most cherished beginnings, each fragment becoming precious. A masterpiece of modern cinema, the film uses its science fiction premise to ask profound questions about love and regret. It suggests that our sorrows and heartbreaks are not merely scars to be erased, but integral pieces of our identity. The film remains a powerful and timeless meditation on whether true happiness can be found in a life free of painful memories. Coming in at number 47, we have Life is Beautiful. This is a film that begins with playful charm in 1930s Italy, following the spirited bookseller Guido, brought to life by Roberto Benigni. He relentlessly and joyfully pursues a schoolteacher named Dora, played with warmth by Nicoletta Braschi, and their love blossoms against societal expectations. Their happiness grows with the arrival of their son, Giosu. However, the rise of fascism and its anti-Semitic policies upends their world, forcing the family into a bleak reality. Once in the camp, Guido's resilience is fully displayed as he uses his boundless imagination to craft an elaborate game, shielding his child from the surrounding darkness. Through this creative deception, the film illustrates how love and hope can conquer overwhelming despair. Guido's sacrifices reveal the profound strength of the parent-child bond, transforming suffering into a testament of human dignity. The story is a timeless fable, proving that our inner spirit can endure and triumph over even the most profound hardship. Coming in at number 46, we have Good Will Hunting, set against the vibrant streets of Boston. This story follows a headstrong young man with a staggering intellect, played with raw vulnerability by Matt Damon. He works as a janitor while secretly unraveling complex mathematics that baffles professors, until his genius is uncovered. Professor Gerald Lambeau, portrayed by Stellan Skarsgård, sees a future for him and arranges a court-mandated path to therapy. This leads him to Sean Maguire, a warm yet profound therapist beautifully embodied by Robin Williams. Their sessions become a battle of wits and a journey to confront the emotional walls built from a difficult past. With a heartfelt supporting cast including Ben Affleck and Minnie Driver, the film explores the gap between knowledge and lived experience. It champions the idea that true potential is unlocked not just by intellect, but by connection and courage. It remains a timeless classic about self-discovery and the healing power of being seen. Coming in at number 45, we have The Truman Show. Jim Carrey delivers a career-defining performance as Truman Burbank, a cheerful insurance salesman living what appears to be an idyllic life in the island town of Sea Haven. Unbeknownst to him, his entire existence is a 24/7 reality show, orchestrated by the omnipotent creator Christof from a hidden control room. As strange glitches occur, Truman begins to question the very fabric of his world. The film is a timeless allegory for free will and media manipulation, championing the courageous pursuit of truth. It remains a profound and stylish masterpiece that resonates deeply in our digital age. Coming in at number 44, we have Raiders of the Lost Ark. Steven Spielberg crafts a timeless adventure where archaeologist Indiana Jones, portrayed with rugged charm by Harrison Ford, is recruited by the government to locate the legendary Ark of the Covenant before the Nazis can claim its immense power. The quest leads him from Nepal to Cairo, where he teams up with his spirited former flame Marion Ravenwood, played with witty resilience by Karen Allen, and his loyal friend Sala. Together, they navigate booby-trapped tombs and dangerous rivalries in a race against the nefarious Dr. René Belloc. Spielberg's homage to classic serials delivers relentless action and a profound theme, exploring faith versus skepticism through its iconic climax. The film remains a benchmark for heroism and spectacle, proving that true power lies in respect for history, making it an enduring and thrilling cinematic triumph. Coming in at number 43, we have City of God. Set in the poverty-stricken favelas of Rio de Janeiro, this film follows two young men on divergent paths. Rocket, portrayed by Alexandre Rodrigues, is a budding photographer documenting the chaos, while Leandro Firmino delivers a chilling performance as the ambitious Z Pequeno, a drug dealer diving into a dangerous life of crime. The film captures a relentless cycle of violence and survival, where ambition and innocence collide. Felipe Hagensen provides a grounded presence as Ben, while Douglas Silva's early scenes as the young Dadenho foreshadow a future of peril. It's a raw, kinetic portrait of a community where every choice carries a heavy weight, reflecting the tagline that to run or stay. The beast is always waiting. City of God stands as a monumental achievement in filmmaking, pulling the favela into the global consciousness with its gritty realism and powerful storytelling. It is more than a crime saga. It is a poignant look at the forces that shape destiny in a world where hope and destruction walk side by side, leaving an unforgettable mark on cinema. Coming in at number 42, we have The Pianist. This haunting masterpiece, directed by Roman Polanski, chronicles the true story of Ladislaw Spielman, a Polish pianist whose life is irrevocably altered by the Nazi occupation of Warsaw. Adrian Brody delivers a career-defining performance, portraying Spielman's quiet resilience with devastating nuance and profound emotional depth. Forced into the city's ghetto with his family, Spielman initially survives by playing piano in a cafe, a fragile solace amidst growing terror. When his family is taken, he remains navigating the ruins of his former life. Broda's performance conveys a soul in silent, desperate isolation, his body wasting while his spirit endures. The film is a stark and unflinching look at humanity's capacity for both evil and unexpected grace, culminating in a pivotal encounter with German officer Captain Wilm Hosenfeld, played with haunting complexity by Thomas Kretschmann. It stands as a monumental testament to survival and the enduring power of art in the face of unimaginable darkness. Coming in at number 41, we have The Intouchables. It introduces us to a powerful story of an unlikely friendship between a wealthy quadriplegic aristocrat and a vibrant young caregiver from the projects. The film captures this connection through deeply human performances, particularly the charismatic energy from Omar Sy and the nuanced internal strength of Francois Cluzet. While the visuals are stunning, the story feels somewhat hollow. The film explores themes of empathy and courage, reminding us that reaching into another's world can reveal what's missing in our own. It delivers a timeless lesson on the transformative power of seeing someone not for their condition, but for their spirit. The Intouchables leaves a lasting impression by making us smile, while it makes us think. It is a feel-good film that reminds us of the importance of genuine connection and the shared joy that can be found in even the most disparate of lives. This is a story about the human spirit. Coming in at number 40, we have American Beauty. This film dissects a year in the life of Lester Burnham, a suburban father trapped in a quiet crisis. His voice guides us through a world of surface perfection, where his marriage has grown cold and his job feels meaningless, yet a single spark of infatuation promises to disrupt everything. A catalyst arrives in the form of his daughter's confident friend, Angela Hayes, igniting a rebellious awakening within Lester. He begins a quest for a more authentic existence, while his wife, portrayed masterfully by Annette Bening, pursues her own ambitions. Their daughter, Jane, discovers a kindred spirit in their enigmatic new neighbor, Ricky Fitz, who teaches her to find beauty in the overlooked. Guided by Kevin Spacey's wry and heartfelt performance, the film satirizes the hollow pursuit of the American dream. It argues that true meaning is found not in material success, but in fleeting moments of connection and the liberation of the spirit. American Beauty remains a poignant, visually stunning ode to finding the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary. Coming in at number 39, we have Alien. Director Ridley Scott crafts a masterclass in atmospheric tension set aboard the commercial spaceship Nostromo. The film's genius lies in its patient, creeping dread, where the vast, silent emptiness of space becomes a character itself. This is a sci-fi icon that defined a generation of horror, not through jump scares, but through the suffocating uncertainty of the unknown. The crew, including a quietly commanding Tom Skerritt and a resourceful Sigourney Weaver, answers a distress signal from a distant planet, only to bring a nightmare back to their ship. Their discovery of a mysterious chamber and a deadly parasite sets off a chain of events where trust dissolves and survival becomes uncertain. John Hurt's pivotal moment is a shocking turn that forever alters the film's trajectory. Alien's legacy is cemented not just by its groundbreaking design, but by the powerful, nuanced performance of Sigourney Weaver as Ripley, who became an enduring feminist icon. The film's masterful blend of science fiction and pure horror created a new benchmark for the genre. It remains a timeless masterpiece, a perfect storm of suspense, iconic design, and a story about the fragility of humanity. Coming in at number 38, we have The Shining. Stanley Kubrick crafts a masterpiece of modern horror that trades cheap jump scares for a deeply unsettling atmosphere. Jack Nicholson delivers a career-defining performance as a man slowly unraveling, while Shelley Duvall portrays a mother's growing terror with haunting authenticity. Isolated for the winter in the vast Overlook Hotel, the Torrance family finds their sanctuary becoming a prison. Danny, the young son with a unique sensitivity, sees visions that the hotel itself seems to project. Scatman Crothers provides a crucial warm presence before the chilling isolation takes hold completely. More than just a ghost story, The Shining is a philosophical puzzle box that invites endless interpretation. Kubrick's meticulous craftsmanship turns every corridor and carpet pattern into a clue, creating a cinematic experience that haunts the mind long after the final frame. Its legacy as a puzzle to be revisited is secure. Coming in at number 37, we have Whiplash. This film is a searing portrait of ambition, where a young drummer's relentless pursuit of greatness is met with a conductor's terrifying psychological pressure. Miles Teller captures the obsessive drive, while J.K. Simmons delivers an unforgettable, chilling performance as the mentor who believes greatness is forged in fire. The story operates with the tension of a thriller, transforming every practice session into a battleground and every performance into a high-stakes showdown. Andrew's humanity is tested as he sacrifices everything for the promise of perfection, entering a volatile and demanding relationship that pushes him to the very edge of his limits. Whiplash masterfully explores the cost of genius, asking how far one must go to achieve true mastery. It's a film that leaves you breathless, a timeless examination of passion, sacrifice, and the brutal, often destructive, path to artistic immortality that resonates long after the final note plays. Coming in at number 36, we have Parasite, a masterful blend of dark comedy and social thriller. It follows the unemployed Kim family as they infiltrate the lives of the wealthy Park household with ingenious schemes. The film's genius lies in its meticulous structure, where every action feels both calculated and chaotic. The ensemble cast delivers a career-defining performance, with Song Kang-ho anchoring the film with a presence that is both desperate and deeply human. His portrayal of the patriarch Ki Taek is heartbreaking, while the entire ensemble, including the vibrant Park family, brings a chilling authenticity to the shifting class dynamics. Beyond its suspenseful plot, Parasite serves as a poignant and timeless commentary on status anxiety and systemic inequality. It is a film that stays with you long after the credits roll, offering a profound narrative that remains relevant across generations and solidifying its place as a modern classic. Coming in at number 35, we have The Usual Suspects. Set in an LA interrogation room, the film follows a small-time conman named Verbal Kint, portrayed with chilling subtlety by Kevin Spacey. He weaves an incredible tale for federal agent Dave Cujan, played by Chaz Palminteri, about a mythical crime lord named Kaiser Sose. Verbal's story connects a lineup of 5 criminals, including Dean Keaton, McManus, Fenster, and Hockney, to a heist that ended in a fiery explosion at a San Pedro harbor. He describes a crew pulled together by fear and a shadowy lawyer, leading them toward a final job on a docked ship against a rival cartel. The narrative masterfully plays with truth and deception, making the audience question every detail. Featuring a standout ensemble cast, including Gabriel Byrne and Stephen Baldwin, the film's intricate puzzle and unforgettable twist have cemented its status as a timeless classic in the crime genre. Coming in at number 34, we have Shutter Island, directed by the legendary Martin Scorsese. This psychological thriller plunges us into a world where perception is everything. The film follows World War II veteran and U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels, portrayed with a gripping intensity by Leonardo DiCaprio, as he investigates a mysterious disappearance on a remote, storm-lashed island. DiCaprio's performance is the film's anchor, carrying the weight of a troubled past and a present that feels increasingly unstable. He is joined by a formidable cast, including Mark Ruffalo as his steadfast partner and Ben Kingsley as a calculating doctor, all of whom weave a complex tapestry of sanity and delusion, deepening the central mystery. Scorsese masterfully uses potent symbols like fire and water to bridge the gap between reality and nightmare, keeping the audience guessing until the very end. The haunting lighthouse looms as a final, powerful piece of the puzzle. Shutter Island remains a landmark of suspense, a chilling and unforgettable exploration of the human mind. Coming in at number 33, we have The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Sergio Leone directs this sprawling Western masterpiece, set against the chaos of the Civil War. It follows three legendary figures: a quiet gunslinger played by Clint Eastwood, a cunning bandit portrayed by Eli Wallach, and a ruthless hitman embodied by Lee Van Cleef as they hunt for a fortune in buried gold. The vast desert landscapes become a character in themselves. Their deadly pursuit is a masterclass in tension and moral ambiguity, where alliances shift like desert sands. The film unfolds through a series of stunning set pieces, culminating in a legendary standoff at a desolate cemetery. Clint Eastwood's minimalist performance is perfectly countered by Eli Wallach's volatile energy, while Lee Van Cleef's cold menace drives the conflict forward, making every moment feel inevitable and gripping. Beyond the action, it explores themes of greed and survival, asking what a man will risk for a dream of wealth. Its influence is immeasurable, with Ennio Morricone's soaring score and Tonino Delicalis' breathtaking cinematography, defining the epic Western. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly remains a monumental achievement in cinema, a timeless portrait of ambition and conflict that continues to inspire. Coming in at number 32, we have American History X. This powerful film explores the corrosive legacy of hatred in America. Edward Norton delivers a transformative performance as Derek Vineyard, a man whose release from prison marks a pivotal shift. The story, told through the eyes of his younger brother Danny, uncovers a painful past that deeply shaped both their lives. We witness the violent ideology that gripped Derek, pulling him from a life of promise into one of crime and racial animosity. Edward Furlong portrays his brother Danny with heartbreaking sincerity, showing how easily such destructive beliefs can be passed down. The film starkly depicts the path Derek followed, and the devastating impact his choices had on everyone around him. What makes this film endure is its unflinching look at the mechanisms of indoctrination and the difficult journey toward redemption. The powerful narrative leaves a lasting impression about the responsibility of breaking a toxic legacy. It stands as a profound and essential piece of cinema that challenges the viewer to confront difficult truths about history and humanity. Coming in at number 31, we have One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, directed by Milos Forman. This classic film introduces us to Randall McMurphy, a rebellious spirit who chooses a mental ward over prison. His charismatic presence immediately sets the stage for a profound clash. McMurphy soon finds himself in a battle of wills with the stern Nurse Ratched, brilliantly portrayed by Louise Fletcher, who governs the ward with quiet, oppressive control. As he befriends fellow patients like the gentle Billy Bibbit, his efforts to inject freedom into their lives create a powerful and transformative tension. Through Jack Nicholson's unforgettable performance, the film becomes a stirring examination of the human spirit versus rigid conformity. It is a timeless and poignant story that celebrates the fight for individuality, leaving a lasting impact long after the final scene unfolds. A true masterwork from Forman. Coming in at number 30, we have Avengers Endgame. Following the universe-shattering defeat by Thanos, the remaining Avengers are scattered and broken. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark carries a crushing weight, while Chris Evans' Steve Rogers leads the remnants of a world in ruins. The film's opening hour is a haunting meditation on grief and failure, setting a somber tone for the desperate journey to come. 5 years later, a sliver of hope arrives. The heroes must reunite for a perilous time heist, revisiting key moments from their past to collect the Infinity Stones. Mark Ruffalo's science bro dynamic and Scarlett Johansson's steely resolve guide them, while Chris Hemsworth's Thor confronts his own trauma. It is a masterful blend of action and poignant reunion, demanding immense personal sacrifice from each member. This final chapter is a monumental achievement, celebrating the endurance of a decade-long saga. Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye and the entire ensemble deliver performances that resonate with deep emotion. The film is a powerful testament to legacy, proving that true heroism means rising after the fall and fighting for what was lost. It remains a defining cinematic experience of hope and sacrifice. Coming in at number 29, we have Memento. This is Christopher Nolan's brilliant second feature, a neo-noir that sinks its teeth into the nature of memory and truth. It introduces us to Leonard, a man haunted by a personal tragedy, whose world is fractured by a rare, untreatable form of short-term memory loss. What makes the film a masterpiece is its daring structure, which mirrors the protagonist's own fractured consciousness. While the story unfolds in reverse, we piece together the puzzle alongside the determined Leonard, portrayed with gripping intensity by Guy Pearce. He navigates a world of cryptic allies, including Natalie, played by Carrie-Anne Moss, who offers a fraught and ambiguous sanctuary. The film is more than a clever puzzle. It is a profound and cynical examination of the stories we tell ourselves to survive, anchored by Guy Pearce's raw performance and Joe Pantoliano's memorable turn. It remains a landmark of modern cinema, proving that a story's greatest power often lies in how it chooses to be told. Coming in at number 28, we have Leon the Professional. This classic thriller introduces us to the solitary hitman Leon, portrayed with stoic precision by Jean Reno, and his chance encounter with a young girl, played by a then-unknown Natalie Portman. Their New York apartment building becomes an unlikely sanctuary. While Leon operates in a world of shadows, a corrupt agent played with manic energy by Gary Oldman brings a storm of violence to their doorstep. The film explores an unusual bond as Leon, a professional cleaner, finds himself protecting a young charge whose life has been shattered. The result is a timeless story that balances brutal action with profound heart. Featuring a career-defining turn from Portman and a legendary performance from Oldman, the film remains a benchmark of stylish, character-driven storytelling that refuses to paint in simple shades of black and white. Coming in at number 27, we have The Wolf of Wall Street. Martin Scorsese directs this sprawling chronicle of financial excess, anchored by Leonardo DiCaprio's masterful portrayal of Jordan Belfort. The film revels in a world of opulent parties and relentless ambition, capturing the seductive energy of a booming era. We follow Belfort's meteoric rise from a green trader to the king of a penny stock empire. His partnership with the unhinged Donny Azoff, played with hilarious ferocity by Jonah Hill, creates a whirlwind of schemes and outrageous antics, while Margot Robbie brings fierce charisma to the center of this chaotic life. Scorsese constructs a bacchanal that is both electrifying and a stark portrait of American greed. The relentless pace and sharp wit make the film's 3-hour journey feel like a thrilling, cautionary joyride. It remains a definitive modern epic of excess, a testament to Scorsese's unparalleled directorial command. Coming in at number 26, we have Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Director James Cameron crafts a sequel that redefines the action genre, blending relentless spectacle with a startling heart. A reprogrammed cyborg returns not to hunt, but to protect, setting the stage for a paradigm shift in the franchise. The young John Connor, portrayed with youthful rebellion by Edward Furlong, becomes the focal point of a desperate chase. Alongside him, a hardened Sarah Connor, brought to life with fierce intensity by Linda Hamilton, must confront her past to secure a future. Their relentless pursuit by the liquid metal T-1000, performed with chilling precision by Robert Patrick, creates an unforgettable cat and mouse game. Beyond the groundbreaking visual effects that still astound, the film delivers a powerful message about free will, proving that humanity's choices can alter an apparently predetermined fate. The iconic presence of Arnold Schwarzenegger redefining his most famous role solidifies this landmark achievement as a timeless exploration of hope against an imminent apocalypse. Coming in at number 25, we have Joker. This psychological drama, set in the late 20th century, follows Arthur Fleck, a failed comedian whose descent into madness is portrayed with haunting intensity by Joaquin Phoenix. His physical transformation and emotional fragility create a character that is both disturbing and deeply human. Set against the backdrop of a Gotham City in decline, the film explores profound themes of alienation and societal neglect. Phoenix's journey is punctuated by powerful interactions with figures like Robert De Niro's charismatic talk show host, whose platform ultimately becomes a stage for chaos and revelation. Ultimately, the film leaves a lasting impression as a bold character study. It provokes thought on the thin line between sanity and madness, and how society can sometimes fail the most vulnerable. A powerful and unforgettable cinematic experience that resonates long after the credits roll. Coming in at number 24, we have Back to the Future. This quintessential 80s adventure follows teenager Marty McFly, portrayed with infectious energy by Michael J. Fox, who is accidentally propelled through time. His destination is the 1950s, an era depicted with nostalgic charm and vibrant detail, setting the stage for a charming collision of decades. While there, Marty's mere presence threatens to unravel his own family history as he inadvertently interferes with his parents' first meeting. Guided by the brilliantly eccentric Dr. Emmett Brown, played with manic genius by Christopher Lloyd, Marty must navigate the past's social quirks. His mission becomes a delicate dance of destiny, ensuring his future remains intact. The film is a masterclass in joyous storytelling, blending science fiction concepts with heartfelt comedy and a timeless sense of adventure. Its clever script rewards attentive viewers with countless memorable moments, from the iconic DeLorean to its perfect soundtrack. This is a movie that champions courage and the power of choice, leaving a lasting smile and a genuine sense of wonder. Coming in at number 23, we have The Departed. Under the masterful direction of Martin Scorsese, this film plunges into the gritty underbelly of South Boston, where the line between law and order blurs. It's a tense, high-stakes game of deception and identity. The plot follows two moles operating in dangerous territory. Leonardo DiCaprio delivers a gripping performance as the undercover cop embedded in the Irish mob, his nerves fraying under immense pressure. Meanwhile, Matt Damon plays the rising police detective who secretly serves the criminal empire, each man navigating a world of lethal paranoia. Jack Nicholson commands the screen as the volatile crime boss, bringing a terrifying unpredictability to every scene. The film weaves a complex tapestry of loyalty and betrayal, asking what truly separates a cop from a criminal. It remains a benchmark for the crime genre, a masterclass in suspense and performance. Coming in at number 22, we have The Prestige. This intricate tale from director Christopher Nolan transports us to the late 19th century, where the art of illusion is a dangerous game. It follows two rival stage magicians, portrayed by Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale, whose competition becomes a lifelong obsession. Both men push their craft to extreme limits, driven by a desire to create the ultimate illusion known as the transported man. Michael Caine anchors the film as the master engineer who understands the secrets behind the show, while the narrative weaves a complex pattern of sacrifice and deceit that demands your full attention. Ultimately, the film operates as a masterful tribute to the very nature of cinematic illusion. The performances are precise and the structure is brilliant, proving that the most resonant magic lies not in the trick itself, but in our willingness to believe in the impossible presented before us. Coming in at number 21, we have 12 Angry Men. This masterful legal drama unfolds in a single sweltering room as a jury of 12 men deliberates the fate of a young man accused of murder. The initial vote is overwhelmingly guilty, but one dissenting voice challenges the jury to look closer. What follows is a gripping battle of wills where personal biases and preconceptions clash. Through relentless questioning, the jurors, including the steadfast Juror 8 and the volatile Juror 3, played powerfully by Lee J. Cobb, systematically deconstruct the case. The claustrophobic setting amplifies every argument, turning deliberation into a psychological thriller. The film explores the profound weight of civic duty and the fragile nature of justice. It argues that reason and empathy must prevail over prejudice, and that a single voice of doubt can alter history. Its timeless lesson on justice, delivered through brilliant ensemble work, remains as vital today as ever. Coming in at number 20, we have GoodFellas. Directed by Martin Scorsese, this film immerses us in the life of Henry Hill, a Brooklyn kid who dreams of becoming a gangster. His journey begins with the allure of power and camaraderie, pulling us into his world with a raw, kinetic energy that defines the entire experience. As Henry climbs the ranks under the guidance of Jimmy Conway, played with a cool intensity by Robert De Niro, he finds himself alongside the volatile Tommy DeVito, delivered with a chilling, unpredictable edge by Joe Pesci. Ray Liotta narrates this ascent with a fiery passion, while the filmmaking captures the euphoria of this dangerous life with a relentless, intoxicating pace. The film masterfully explores the compartmentalization of Henry's world, where glamour and violence coexist in a fragile balance. Scorsese's direction, combined with these iconic performances, creates an unforgettable portrait of ambition and consequence. Its influence on the genre remains profound, cementing its status as a landmark work of cinematic storytelling. Coming in at number 19, we have Inglourious Basterds. Quentin Tarantino's explosive war epic unfolds in Nazi-occupied France, weaving a daring alternate history. It follows two converging paths, one led by Brad Pitt's ruthless Lieutenant Aldo Raine and his team of Jewish-American soldiers, the other by a young French-Jewish cinema owner portrayed by Melanie Laurent, both driven by a potent desire for vengeance. The film builds a tense, operatic narrative, where cinema itself becomes a weapon. Christoph Waltz delivers a chilling, Oscar-winning performance as the cunning SS Colonel Hans Landa, a man whose polite menace haunts every scene. While the brutal bastards spread fear through the Reich, the meticulous plans of Shoshana and the surprising moves of a British operative, played by Michael Fassbender, begin to intertwine in a cinema set to become the stage for a historic climax. In our opinion, this is a masterful piece of cinematic wish fulfillment, using revenge as its driving force to dramatically rewrite a grim chapter of history. Tarantino crafts a thrilling, cathartic narrative that blurs the lines between brutal justice and calculated cruelty. It stands as a bold, unforgettable statement on the power of storytelling, leaving audiences to ponder how art can reshape our understanding of the past. Coming in at number 18, we have The Green Mile. This film takes place on death row, where head guard Paul Edgecombe maintains a strict routine. Tom Hanks portrays this complex man with quiet dignity. The block's entire dynamic shifts with the arrival of a giant inmate named John Coffey, a man accused of a terrible crime. Yet he possesses a gentle spirit that seems to fill the air with a strange sense of hope. While Paul and his fellow guards, including the reliable David Morse, initially view Coffey with caution, they soon witness something impossible. Coffey holds the power to heal the sick, absorbing their pain into his own body. This revelation creates a heavy moral burden for Paul, forcing him to question the nature of true evil and the possibility of a genuine miracle standing right before his very eyes. The film is anchored by Michael Clarke Duncan's truly memorable performance as Coffey, a character of profound sorrow and incredible power. It explores deep themes of justice, sacrifice, and the cruelty that can exist within our institutions. It remains a haunting and deeply moving story that questions how we treat those who are different, proving that the greatest gifts can arrive in the most unexpected of packages. Coming in at number 17, we have The Empire Strikes Back. This iconic chapter deepens the galactic conflict as the Rebel Alliance faces a relentless pursuit across the stars. The saga continues with a darker, more mature tone, exploring the cost of war and the weight of destiny. Mark Hamill's journey as Luke Skywalker grows more profound, setting the stage for his ultimate test. While Harrison Ford's charismatic Han Solo and Carrie Fisher's steadfast Leia lead the fleeing rebels through a thrilling chase, Luke follows a solitary path, guided by the ancient Jedi Master Yoda. He confronts his own fears and limitations. Meanwhile, a cunning new ally, Lando Calrissian, enters the fray, adding layers of complexity to the unfolding drama. The film's brilliance lies in its exploration of hope against overwhelming odds. It challenges the idea of simple victories, suggesting that true strength is forged in adversity. The performances are legendary, and the narrative leaves a lasting impact, making it a defining moment in cinematic history that continues to inspire generations. Coming in at number 16, we have Saving Private Ryan, directed by Steven Spielberg. The film opens with a harrowing and unflinching depiction of the D-Day landings, setting a tone of stark realism that holds the viewer in its grip. Following this brutal introduction, the story shifts to a unique mission. A hand-picked squad, led by a weary but determined Captain Miller, portrayed by Tom Hanks with profound authority, is tasked with a difficult objective to locate and rescue one missing soldier, Private Ryan. As the men venture behind enemy lines, The film masterfully explores the immense cost of war and the value of a single life. It becomes a powerful meditation on duty, sacrifice, and humanity, delivering a profoundly moving and unforgettable cinematic experience. Coming in at number 15, we have The Silence of the Lambs. This masterpiece of psychological horror introduces FBI trainee Clarice Starling, portrayed with brilliant intensity by Jodie Foster. She is tasked with interviewing the imprisoned Dr. Hannibal Lecter, a role that earned Anthony Hopkins an unforgettable Oscar for his chilling, intelligent performance. Clarice must use her sharp intellect to earn Lecter's trust, believing his insights could help track a new serial killer on the loose. Their tense, word-filled encounters become a dangerous dance, where she searches for clues in the mind of a genius, and he examines her deepest fears. The film's legacy is immense, becoming the first of its kind to win the top 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Its influence is seen in countless stories since, with director Jonathan Demme crafting a suspenseful journey that remains a defining work of cinematic terror and triumph. Coming in at number 14, we have Gladiator. Ridley Scott transports us to the height of the Roman Empire, a world of marble and might where loyalty is tested and honor is all that remains. It is a visually stunning epic that feels both grand and deeply personal. The story follows Maximus, brought to life with rugged intensity by Russell Crowe, a general betrayed and forced into the arena. He battles for survival while facing the corrupt Emperor Commodus, portrayed by a terrifyingly ambitious Joaquin Phoenix. Every fight is a desperate struggle for freedom. This film remains a masterclass in spectacle and storytelling, an iconic adventure that has resonated for decades. Ridley Scott crafted a timeless tale of resilience that continues to inspire audiences with its powerful emotion and unforgettable scope. It is a true cinematic achievement. Coming in at number 13, we have Django Unchained. Directed by Quentin Tarantino, this Western unfolds with a vibrant, stylized energy that reimagines the genre. Jamie Foxx stars as the title character, a freed slave whose journey is guided by the charming and sharpshooting bounty hunter Dr. King Schultz, portrayed with charismatic brilliance by Christoph Waltz. Their partnership sparks a tale of liberation and retribution set against a brutal pre-Civil War backdrop. The narrative follows Django and Schultz as they navigate the complex, dangerous world of southern plantations in search of a specific outcome. Their path leads them to the opulent yet deeply unsettling realm of Calvin Candy, a plantation owner brought to chilling life by Leonardo DiCaprio. This quest for a future is woven with dark humor, intense confrontations, and a score that drives the action forward with relentless pace. Tarantino's film is a powerful, albeit stylized examination of a horrific chapter in history, using its genre elements to explore themes of freedom, dignity, and the costs of survival. Featuring standout performances from its entire cast, including a formidable turn by Samuel L. Jackson, Django Unchained remains a compelling and unforgettable cinematic experience that continues to spark conversation for its bold storytelling. Coming in at number 12, we have Seven, directed by the master of mood, David Fincher. This dark and methodical thriller plunges us into a perpetually rainy, unnamed city where moral decay feels palpable. We follow two homicide detectives at opposite ends of their careers, a world-weary veteran and a hot-headed newcomer, as they hunt a killer who has perfected his own grotesque sermon. Their desperate hunt pits methodical intellect against raw instinct, as each crime scene becomes a horrifying tableau representing one of the 7 deadly sins. Morgan Freeman brings a profound gravity to the seasoned detective, while Brad Pitt channels a visceral, escalating fury as his partner. The killer orchestrates this grim symphony not for simple notoriety, but as a sledgehammer to a world he sees as drowning in apathy. The film argues that the true battle is not just against an external evil, but against the internal decay of the human spirit. It stands as a landmark of the 90s, a haunting exploration of morality that challenges its audience without offering easy answers. Fincher crafts a universe so saturated with cruelty and bleakness that its impact remains chilling and unforgettable, a sermon that truly disturbs. Coming in at number 11, we have Schindler's List. Directed by Steven Spielberg, this historical drama stands as a monumental and deeply moving portrayal of humanity within the darkest chapter of the 20th century. It is a film that carries the weight of truth and the power of compassion. The film follows Oskar Schindler, portrayed with stunning complexity by Liam Neeson, as he transforms from a profit-driven businessman into a savior for over 1,000 Jewish lives. His quiet partnership with Itzhak Stern, played with profound dignity by Ben Kingsley, becomes a testament to quiet courage against absolute evil. While the film's stark black and white cinematography is unforgettable, its true legacy is the profound lesson it imparts. It reminds us that individual actions can alter history, and that even a single list can become a vessel for hope, ensuring a story of sacrifice is never forgotten. Coming in at number 10, we have The Matrix. This film shattered perceptions of reality in the late 90s, introducing a world where a hacker named Neo, played by Keanu Reeves, senses a fundamental wrongness in his daily life. Guided by the charismatic Morpheus, portrayed by Lawrence Fishburne, Neo is drawn into a conflict beyond his imagination, setting the stage for a journey that questions everything we hold true. Morpheus reveals that Neo's world is a vast computer simulation, a prison for humanity while intelligent machines harvest their energy, offered the blue pill of ignorance or the red pill of truth. Neo makes a choice that launches him into a reality of breathtaking action and startling possibilities. With Carrie Ann Moss as the skilled Trinity and Hugo Weaving as the relentless Agent Smith, the film crafts a gripping narrative of awakening and resistance. Beyond its groundbreaking visuals and pulse-pounding sequences, The Matrix endures as a profound philosophical touchstone. It explores the nature of free will, the texture of reality, and the power of belief, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire and challenge audiences. Its influence on action cinema and popular culture is undeniable, securing its place as a timeless landmark in film history. Coming in at number 9, we have Interstellar, directed by Christopher Nolan. This is a breathtaking journey across the cosmos, where human resilience meets the grand scale of the universe. The film follows a group of explorers who use a wormhole to travel far beyond our solar system, searching for a new home for humanity. At its heart is Matthew McConaughey's performance as the pilot Cooper, who balances his duty to the mission with a profound love for his family back on Earth. His emotional journey is supported by the stellar work of Anne Hathaway as the scientist Brand and Jessica Chastain as his brilliant daughter, Murph. The visuals are not only spectacular, but also grounded in real scientific theory. Christopher Nolan weaves a tale that is both intellectually challenging and deeply moving, exploring themes of time, love, and sacrifice. The narrative respects the audience's intelligence while delivering a powerful emotional payoff. It stands as a monumental achievement in cinema, reminding us of the boundless possibilities that await when we dare to look beyond our world. Coming in at number 8, we have The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. This monumental conclusion to a beloved trilogy showcases Peter Jackson's epic vision, where the fate of Middle-earth hangs in the balance. It is a tale of immense courage, where the Fellowship's final stand is met with breathtaking scale and emotional depth, promising a cinematic journey unlike any other. The story splits into two grand paths, while Aragorn, played with regal determination by Viggo Mortensen, embraces his destiny to lead the armies of men against overwhelming darkness. The brave hobbit Frodo, portrayed by Elijah Wood, ventures into the heart of Mordor. Guided by the treacherous yet compelling Gollum, a stunning achievement from Andy Serkis, Frodo and his loyal friend Sam, beautifully played by Sean Astin, face their most perilous trials yet. This film is a masterpiece of visual storytelling and heart, leaving an indelible mark on cinema. It celebrates the power of hope, friendship, and sacrifice, proving that even the smallest person can change the course of the future. The performances from Ian McKellen's wise Gandalf to the entire ensemble bring this legendary saga to a profoundly satisfying and emotionally resonant close. Coming in at number 7, we have Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino's second feature remains a seismic cultural event, a crime caper that shatters linear narrative conventions. It plunges viewers into the intertwined lives of Los Angeles' criminal underworld, a world of hitmen, boxers, and mob wives navigating unexpected violence and philosophical debate. Film unfolds in a mosaic of vignettes that constantly recontextualize events, following a burger-loving hitman, his philosophical partner, a mob boss wife, on a fateful date, and a washed-up boxer. It's a dizzying dance of crime, consequence, and cosmic irony, all delivered with a hip, self-aware lexicon that continues to resonate today. Beyond the stylistic bravado, Pulp Fiction endures as an unforgettable experience, blending dark comedy, neo-noir, and existential philosophy. It's a potent, stylish exploration of redemption and moral ambiguity, where the dialogue crackles and the performances by John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, and Uma Thurman are forever iconic. Coming in at number 6, we have Forrest Gump. Director Robert Zemeckis crafts a timeless tale that follows a man of profound simplicity and unwavering heart. Tom Hanks delivers a career-defining performance, portraying a character whose gentle nature allows him to drift through monumental moments of the 20th century. It is a story told through his uniquely innocent and hopeful perspective, a lens that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. The narrative unfolds as Forrest recounts his life's journey to various strangers while waiting at a bus stop. His adventures range from becoming a college football star and a decorated Vietnam War hero to a champion ping pong player, all while his loyalty remains anchored to his childhood friend, Jenny. Robin Wright portrays this complex figure with poignant depth, their intertwined lives forming the film's emotional heart through decades of change and challenge. Forrest Gump explores profound themes of destiny, innocence, and the inherent goodness found in a simple man. It suggests that a person's true measure is found not in intellect, but in kindness and integrity. The film leaves us with a powerful message of hope, perseverance, and the beautiful, unpredictable nature of life's journey, a legacy that continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. Coming in at number 5, we have Fight Club. This David Fincher masterpiece follows an insomniac automobile recall specialist, portrayed with raw nervous energy by Edward Norton, who finds his sterile consumerist life upended by the charismatic soap salesman Tyler Durden, brought to life with primal intensity by Brad Pitt. Their solution to modern discontent is an underground fighting ring, a raw and chaotic therapy that offers a shocking release from a world defined by possessions. Featuring a memorable, gritty performance from Helena Bonham Carter, the concept spirals from a personal rebellion into a nationwide movement, pushing the characters toward an unpredictable moral crisis. Fincher's film is a timeless, satirical critique of consumer culture and the crisis of masculinity, questioning the values of a society that defines us by what we own. It's a visceral, stylish, and unforgettable exploration of identity, rebellion, and the dangerous allure of shedding every last comfort to feel truly alive. Coming in at number 4, we have The Godfather. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola, this masterpiece chronicles the fictional Corleone crime family. Don Vito Corleone, portrayed with immense authority by Marlon Brando, presides over a world where loyalty and power are dangerously intertwined, setting the stage for a profound family saga. The narrative unfolds through the eyes of Vito's youngest son, Michael, whose path is dramatically altered by violence. Al Pacino delivers a transformative performance, charting a journey from reluctant outsider to pivotal leader. The film masterfully balances tense family dynamics with the brutal realities of organized crime, creating an unforgettable portrait of a man's changing destiny. The Godfather's legacy is defined by its operatic grandeur and intricate character studies. With James Caan and Robert Duvall delivering powerful supporting turns, the film's dialogue and atmosphere have become permanently etched into our cultural lexicon. It remains a towering achievement, a story of ambition and morality that continues to captivate audiences. Coming in at number 3, we have Inception. Directed by Christopher Nolan, this is a mind-bending science fiction masterpiece that takes the audience on a journey through the layers of the human mind, where the rules of reality are defied and the subconscious becomes a limitless landscape. The film follows Leonardo DiCaprio as a skilled thief, specializing in corporate espionage through dream infiltration. He is tasked with an impossible mission, implanting an idea into a target's mind. To achieve this, he assembles a unique team, including Joseph Gordon-Levitt as his meticulous partner and Elliot Page as the brilliant architect who designs the intricate dream worlds. This grand, complex narrative is brought to life by Hans Zimmer's powerful musical score, leaving the audience in awe. Inception remains a brilliant, thought-provoking spectacle that rewards repeat viewings, cementing its legacy as one of the most audacious and celebrated blockbusters of its time. Coming in at number 2, we have The Dark Knight. Christopher Nolan elevates the superhero genre into a gritty psychological crime thriller. Christian Bale's Batman partners with Aaron Eckhart's idealistic Harvey Dent to finally clean up Gotham, bringing a new level of organized justice to the streets. Their alliance faces an unprecedented test from a rising criminal mastermind, a role delivered with terrifying energy by Heath Ledger. This Joker embodies pure, anarchic chaos, forcing Batman and the city to confront a terrifying question of how far they will go to maintain order in a world without rules. The film is a relentless descent into moral complexity, powered by a stunning ensemble including Michael Caine and Gary Oldman. Its impact remains undeniable, leaving audiences with a haunting portrayal of heroism under duress and solidifying its place as a defining masterpiece of the modern era. Before we get to our number one pick, we have a few films that just missed the cut but are more than worthy of an honorable mention. Our first honorable mention is Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Stanley Kubrick's most iconoclastic film is an anti-atomic satire with an unmistakable warning, using razor-sharp humor to wake audiences from their unprotesting acceptance of potential nuclear annihilation. It masterfully juxtaposes the seriousness of human survival against the absurdity of everyday concerns, driven by the terrifying irony that a system designed to prevent error backfires catastrophically. This production marks Kubrick's first project with a studio granting him absolute creative freedom, allowing him to turn narrative conventions on their head and craft what remains one of cinema's most disturbingly funny commentaries on the illusion of control. Our second honorable mention is Green Book. This 2018 film, directed by Peter Farrelly, tells the true story of a white bouncer, Tony Vallelonga, who is hired to drive and protect a world-class black pianist, Dr. Don Shirley, on a concert tour through the segregated American South in the 1960s. While the film has been labeled as Oscar bait for its safe approach to complex racial themes, it succeeds through the magnetic chemistry between Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali. Their performances are the undeniable heart of the story, grounding a familiar narrative with humor and unexpected warmth. The film offers a smooth, crowd-pleasing journey that, despite its narrative simplicity, is elevated by its central duo and witty, character-driven scenes. Our third honorable mention is Slumdog Millionaire. This sensory blowout, set in the squalor of Mumbai, follows Jamal Malik, a poor boy from the slums who finds himself on the hot seat of the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. His unlikely success and encyclopedic knowledge surprise the interrogators who suspect cheating, but his life experiences are the true answer key. The film is a modern fairy tale, a pauper angling to become a prince, but its heart lies in his singular purpose to find the girl he loved as a boy. Through Jamal's journey, the movie explores destiny, poverty, and the brutal education that the streets provide, creating a vibrant and heartbreaking tapestry of life in the developing world. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Coming in at number 1, we have The Shawshank Redemption. Directed by Frank Darabont, this timeless classic unfolds within the grim walls of Shawshank Prison. Tim Robbins embodies the quiet resilience of Andy Dufresne, a banker wrongfully imprisoned in the 1940s. Morgan Freeman provides the soulful narrative voice as Red, the man who watches Andy's journey and learns from his unwavering hope. The film masterfully charts Andy's long year inside, where he uses his intellect to navigate the corrupt system. Through his integrity, he earns the respect of inmates, like William Sadler's Haywood and Clancy Brown's formidable Captain Hadley. Yet, the story is ultimately told through Red's eyes, creating a powerful bond between the audience and a man whose spirit refuses to be broken. What makes this story endure is its profound message about the human spirit. Frank Darabont crafts a narrative that is both gritty and beautifully human, celebrating friendship and perseverance. In our opinion, it's not just a film about escape, but a powerful testament to the idea that hope itself can set you free, leaving an indelible mark on all who watch. That's our list for today, a curated selection of films that have left an indelible mark on the history of cinema. These stories are more than just entertainment. They are cultural touchstones that challenge, inspire, and stay with us long after the credits roll. But our conversation is just beginning. We want to hear from you. What are your must-watch picks, and did we miss any of your personal favorites? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey, please give the video a like, subscribe to Ground Zero, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a recommendation.